So I'm right here in the garage and I got something I need to show you. I've been wanting some power tires for a while now. I just found these on Facebook Marketplace. $45 for the pair, and that came with those aluminum wheels. Now the only catch is that bolt pattern. I don't know what it is. I measured it. It's like 4 5/8 by 4. The hubs I got from GoPowerSports.com, they were 4-inch, so they won't work on this. But I believe I can make my own pretty quick, pretty easy. So if I cut a 5 by 5-inch piece of steel, drill my 4 holes in the corner, cut out the hole for the axle to go through. I'm thinking easy. And they're 2211 by 10. I've got tons of 8-inch wheels for the mowers, but no 10-inch wheels for the mowers. Actually, I do have a set of 10-inch on the back of the Murray. They're not the right bolt pattern. So it is time to get started. I've got some scrap from the homemade boat motor project. I didn't need this. 120 thousandths, that's plenty thick. I'm going to lay it out first, drill my 5 holes, do that twice, and then these we're going to weld on into the center, just weld them right on. And if you're thinking, why not get those hubs that you use when you're making the pulleys? Those are $16.99, these are $10.99. These saved me $12. I don't mind saving $12. Anyway, I made a template out of flooring. This is what it's going to look like. That's going to be just perfect. It is time to get started. So I just remeasured. The holes are 4.5 inches apart. So from the center, I'm going to go out 2 1/4. There. So good news, all the holes are drilled. These are 3/8 for my 3/8 bolts. I could even weld those in and make lug nuts out of them. I might leave them loose in case we need to drill other holes for different sizes. Anyway, this hole, if we take the Lovejoy, fits just right. 3/4 inch drill bit, 3/4 inch hole, 3/4 inch hole. That's the same drill bit when I drill out the Troy-Bilt rear wheels to make them front wheels, 3/4 inch. Anyway, it's now time to grab the grinder and cut out 2 little squares. So I just finished drilling all the holes, cutting out the squares, and then I did some sanding. Everything is smooth, and there's 4 holes that go in the wheels. Same thing over here. It is now time to find an axle, put the Lovejoy on, and do a little welding. So I've started the welding process. I'm using my drill bit as my axle, and I've tacked it in 4 places. It's now time to weld it up and be done with it. Hub number 1 is all welded up. It's cleaned up. Once it gets painted, it is done. That's what the adapter looks like. Looks professional to me. I like it. Anyway, I got them both welded up, sanded up. Tomorrow we'll paint them. Then we got to get them on the mower, get to the sand dunes. Side 1 of the custom wheel hubs have been primed. Prime up side number 2. I've got the silver bullet back into the shop. It's time to flip the hubs. See if we can squeeze out a little more glossy paint. The homemade hub adapters are now dry. And I've got the tires aired up, ready to go. Jack's in place. And it's raining. Here's a side-by-side comparison of the Sedona paddle tires, 2211 10s, the Dirt Devils 2211 8s. Lighter aluminum wheels too. I'm sure those are going to ride smoother. I got to see what these do in the sand. I don't know how long they'll stay on. I've never had paddle tires before. So this is the hub is on. I've got all this space between the hub and that washer. I'm going to go cut a piece of pipe about 2.5 inches, put the piece of pipe in there, tighten down the 2 Allen bolts. We'll put the wheel on. So I just cut this piece of pipe. It fits almost perfect inside of the Lovejoy. And I've got these spacers, washers, to space it out just right. That looks just right to me. Everything is now in place. It's time to tighten up the Allen bolts and do the other side. And I messed up when I welded this bracket on the corner. Should have been opposite of where the Allen bolts are. That's okay. Like this one, the Allen wrench would reach above. So I did this one right, that one wrong. It was 50-50, I guess. That sticks out wider than the other side. I like it. So I've got the tires on. Tomorrow we're supposed to go to the river and ride. Watch when I push it on the concrete floor how smooth it rides. So I've got the tires on. It is a hot summer day in Florida. I need to go to the river and test out the tires in the sand and maybe do some swimming also. The next step, I got to get this battery in. I just did an oil change. I've got that wheel. I talked yesterday about drilling that wheel out with this 3/4 inch bit. That's a Troy Boat wheel drilled out now to fill in the front of this Craftsman. I've got tires from GoPowersports.com. Both those came from GoPowersports, but these are taller. I could put those on. Then when you do a wheelie, it would do wheelies better with the smaller ones because they're lighter. But when you land, that would give you more cushion. Anyway, I could paint that to match this back wheel. And I don't even know how long these are going to stay on because I think they're going to ride really, really rough unless you're in the sand. Anyway, I'm going to put the battery in and we'll go test it out. There was a slight issue on test drive right here in the driveway. The hub is spinning on the axle. Something happened to the key. I've got a hose clamp for this side. I got a hose clamp for the other side. That should keep the key in place. So I've got the wheel hub all taken apart. Where the key is, where the key was, the Allen bolt scarred the axle up just a little bit. So I've got my file, I've got my sandpaper. We're going to smooth that up, put it all back together. And now the sky's looking a little bit cloudy. We may do a Friday morning ride. I got a 3-day weekend coming up. Maybe Friday morning. That might be river day. It's a pipe. It's going away. I'm going to put a hose clamp on the key and maybe a zip tie back here to keep these washers up tight. But right now I'm going to take the file and the sandpaper and clear up that scarring a little bit, and then we'll get it all put back together. And I guess before the other side messes up, I'm going to go ahead and take it apart, put the hose clamp on that side too. So it's time to put it all back together. This is the new and improved design. I've got a hose clamp holding the key. I've got a zip tie holding those washers tight. It's starting to rain. Rain's good. That'll cool it off a little bit. Anyway, it's time to put it back together. Looks like somebody drove a miniature bulldozer through here. So we made it to the river with Colonel and Silver Bullet, but the river is flooded. This is the boat ramp. That means the sand is all underwater. Oh well. Need to go to the beach, I guess. So we found another bridge that crosses the river. I see some sand down there. Those tires want to be in sand, but I don't know how to get down there to it. I go down that little ramp, but it's on the wrong side of the river. Water's high, flowing fast. And we're going to walk and explore and see if there's a place to get down there. A way to get down there. I've never been on this bridge before.
You've never?
Never.
Can I walk on that? No.
Down to the water level. There's the bridge. There's the truck. Here's the sand. And I don't know how to get the mower to it. I guess other people come down that trail, but how do you get to that trail? Question mark.
Let's walk down with you.
What if it's too deep to walk down? So here's the Silver Bullet with its paddle tires. I've not had a chance to test it yet. I'm thinking tomorrow just go to the beach, try to get away with it. If the cops show up, that'll be a good video, right? Anyway, it's got really loud exhaust, and a state park probably frowns on that. So if I could pop that off real quick, put a muffler on it. So I don't know exactly where the muffler is that came off this mower. This is not it. That'd probably be a quiet one. That's not it. That's probably one I cut off to make this exhaust. Anyway, I've got another plan. Hang on just a second. So a while back I bought 2 chrome tips off of a Triumph motorcycle. This is the stuffing out of one of those. It actually fits pretty good in that tip. Shoot, I might like that and leave it in there. I'm thinking right now a self-tapping screw right here to hold it in. And then we gotta see what it sounds like. So I've got the baffle in, I've got it held in with a pair of vice grips. We're gonna see what it sounds like. And if you're wondering, this is what the Triumph exhaust looks like. That's the baffle still in it. The other one with the baffle out of it is on the Murray right now. Anyway, this will be a cold start. Let's see what it sounds like. See if it's state park worthy. Still pretty loud, even with the baffle. So the baffle worked pretty good, and then I took it out, spun it around, and put it in the right way, and it sounds even better, but I think it's still too loud for a state park. So I just took this off the Poland. I got a Poland Pro off the side of the road. I don't even know if you've seen it yet or not. I got to get it running one of these days, but I'm going to put this on, and then we'll be a little less obvious out there on the beach. The big exhaust is now off. Don't get mad. I plan to put it back on. But for now, let's see what it sounds like with the stock exhaust. I might go put it on the trailer tonight so I can get an early start in the morning. So I've got the mower loaded on the trailer, and then I went behind the garage and I found this old crate. It fits right between the rails on the wheelie bar. This, when you get to the beach, you just tell them, I'm here to pick up trash. I got this basket. I go to the beach, I pick up trash. That might fly. And we'll just pick up some trash. That looks pretty cool. It's even rough in this sand. It's smooth up there until you hit ruts.